Just kidding. Just kidding. So, another big part of Minecraft, which I explained earlier, survival. You want to survive. So, just sleeping every night is fine, but eventually you're going to starve. You're going to starve, and it's not going to be pretty. As far as I know how starvation works, you go down to 0 food, which is your little saturation hunger meter on the side there. The little, I don't know, the pork chops, the beef sticks. I don't know what those are supposed to be. But once those go down, your health will slowly start to tick away, and I believe you'll be kind of whapped as you lose health. I think that's still how it works. But that is something to consider, because you'll get bumped a little bit, just like every time you take damage. So if you're trying to do something treacherous and you start to starve, it's not going to be good. It's going to make it a lot more difficult. So always keep some food on you. I've got some apples I'm going to eat in a second here. So apples are great because they just spawn from trees. So if you're chopping down trees on a regular basis and those leaves break out, they'll drop saplings, they'll drop apples. It is Minecraft after all. I think I'm just going to replace every verb that has to do with destroying blocks and collecting things. It's just going to be mining now. We're going to mine the wheat. We're going to mine the pigs. We're going to mine, I don't know. Got to come up with something funny there. Again, I'm not very funny. Anywho, so what we want to do is we want to go ahead and eat this apple. So how we eat food, we put it in our hotbar, just like everything else. And then we want to select it like that. And instead of swinging with our left, which we can do with the apple, I don't suggest trying to fight with apples, unless, I don't know, you're trying to keep the doctor away. That works, right? Is that something that people still know? An apple a day? Anyways, so you're going to want to right click and hold it down. Hold it down. And then you'll eat. So apples don't restore too much health, but they do restore enough when you're in a pinch. Apples are great if you're exploring the overworld, is what it's called. All of this beautiful Minecraft area, and you ran out of food. You forgot to bring some, or you spawn in a really treacherous location. You're trying to find some stuff. You're trying to find a village, which I was very lucky to find here early on. So smack some trees, get some apples, stave off hunger for a few more moments while you run back. Anywho, so next step here, the next logical step. So let's say you cut down all your trees. You cut down a whole forest. You got plenty of wood. You got plenty of wood tools. You make those into stone tools, which are generally better in every way. And then you're wondering, what's next? So I'm mining, I'm crafting. What do I do? What do I do now? Where do I go from here? I've got food. I found a village. I'm good. I've got wood. I'm chilling. I'm big chilling. I don't need anything, right? What if you do? What if you want to expand? What if you want to explore at night? What if you want to keep your villagers safe? Now, there's torches on these little light posts, which are great. They're nice. They do a decent amount. To peel back the curtain for a second and go into mechanics, I believe, if this hasn't been changed, again, I'm referencing old information. Hopefully it's not irrelevant. How mob spawning works, how enemies work. If you have, one torch laid down, it will prevent mob spawns within a certain radius of that torch. It has to do with light level. Let's say, boom. So now you can see there's light that falls along the edges here, and it gets darker in the corners, and it's very bright right there in the center. Again, a little throwback. Back in my day, light didn't used to be like this. It used to be so sharp and jagged. You could actually see like the defined lines of where the light landed, which was kind of cool. Kind of had a charm to it. But, as time went on, people, and I'm sure the devs, wanted it to be, smooth lighting. Remember, that was a big thing. I didn't have a monster PC back then when they first introduced smooth lighting, and it was hard. It was hard to render. It was hard to have on. I had to turn it off, and it was kind of sad. I think there's still a setting for that. Smooth lighting, yep. Let's see if I can turn it off and show you what I mean. Yeah! Good old classic Minecraft. Yeah, so this is what it used to look like. By default, it just didn't exist. But we're going to go ahead and turn that back on because it looks way better. like this now. Look at that. So now it's nighttime, and I'm gonna keep explaining the lighting mechanics, and hopefully don't get creeped on. Now, there's some kind of dead zones like this right here, which I think are just outside of the range of everything. I mean, maybe those torches have a factor, maybe that one does. But generally speaking, this is still a no-fly zone, or better yet, a pro-mob zone. So you're gonna get bad mobs there. Mobs, if you didn't know, mobs, just to define that term, is what basically every AI-driven non-player character or NPC is called. Anywho, that is neither here nor there. But mobs, if I refer to mobs, generally I'm talking about these guys. Talking about these. Hi. Oh yeah. Yeah, I am talking about you. Okay, it's a okay, I get it. It's an A and B conversation. I will see my way out of it. Where was I? So lighting. You gotta put up torches everywhere. It's great. Torches are awesome. But where do you? Oh, okay. Hey man, I'm just trying to work here. I really don't want to. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna bring you down here. We're gonna take you to the ocean, and we're gonna silently end this. End your suffering. I'm sure it hurts to be a creeper. Glad I have this opportunity to explore. Okay, this could be bad. Okay, didn't want to do that, but I did it, and it happened. Anyway, as I was saying, so that's a creeper. Green thing explodes, sizzles. If you hear that, that's it. Game over. Probably seen some memes about that. It's a thing. Again, I haven't played this in a while. Otherwise, that wouldn't have been a big deal. I've dealt with hundreds, if not thousands, of creepers in my time. In my old man experience of this, Sonny. But I froze. I crouched. I don't know what happened there. Anyways, so the best thing to do with creepers, basically give up. You just give up and you just let nature take over. Obviously, we were never meant to be here, and that's why creepers come about, and they try to send us back to wherever we came from, which is probably the start menu. But yeah, creepers, they've got interesting mechanics. They swell and then explode. There's a little delay, but they only continue that little cycle if you're still within their proximity. So if you get out of the proximity of their trigger range, they will stop. They will not continue to explode, generally speaking. I think there's a point of no return. Now, a thing to note about creepers, they do drop things. They drop some pretty important items, or item, little gunpowder for you. So if you're looking for gunpowder, that's where you get it. But the problem is, or I should say the challenge is, they will not drop it if they explode. So you can kind of assume that they use it, I guess. They don't always drop gunpowder, so I don't know how the lore of that works. You can probably read it in a Minecraft book. But yeah, essentially, you gotta kill them outright. They can't explode. If you want that gunpowder, you gotta kill them, which means you gotta get a sword or an axe. I wouldn't use a pickaxe if I were you. So yeah, so creepers, they happen. Creepers, they don't care. They don't care. They don't care about our happiness. They don't care about our joy. They don't care about our lives. They don't go away. And they're green too. So if you're in a forest, someone drinking? Are you drinking? Someone drinking? Wow, dealing with the creeper pains, huh? There's too many creepers around. I can't deal with it. So yeah, that's a thing. I do apologize for the sniffles. I have been under the weather, so it happens. I'm a human being, believe it or not. Anyway, so creepers make villagers drink because of depression, and that's not fun. So creepers need to go. Man, okay, there's... Okay, yep, okay, let's see here. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go and do what I know, which is farm life. No, but let's go back to where we were at, which is torches. We want to make torches. That's the name of the game. So let's go back to do the play-by-play. So we spawn, we look around, we find some trees, we punch some trees, hurts, we make some sticks, we make a crafting table. We try to find a village or somewhere cool to set up. You know, it's always nice to find a good cave or a chasm, which we have right over there, which is nice. We're going to explore that later. And then the next thing you want to do, once you find a nice little place to call your own, we want to make some torches. So we don't spawn any baddies, any mobs. So torches are simple. They're just a 2-item recipe. You go 1 coal, 1 stick, and you get 4 torches, which is great. Torches are permanent. They last forever. They don't burn anything. Don't quote me on that. Might have changed that. Lava does send little embers out. It'll burn wood, set it on fire, and if you have a whole wood house, it's gonna be gone. So don't put any lava by your house there. It's not a good idea. But torches are great. Torches are life. Torches are love. Get some torches. Get some torches going. And put those things up everywhere because they will prevent mob spawns. So we had a creeper over here, probably because it's dark at night. So we're going to put a torch right there. So I don't know what's going on with this path. I'm sure they had a plan. So now that we've established torches, and food, just get some apples from the trees, shelter. If you don't find a village, this is the big factor because a lot of people, they don't find a village when they first spawn. I mean, they're pretty common now, but boy, back in alpha, villages didn't exist. So you just spawned and you just had to deal with it. Yeah, essentially, it was a much more difficult game back then. Back in my day, I tell you what, Sonny Jim, boy.